Frank. May I come in?
Sure.
I've been holed up in the apartment, and the phone's been off the hook, but the paper sent over the proofs for tomorrow's paper, including Jack's call. It says that you're not going to press charges. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
I don't know what to say to you, except
Please,
thank you.
Don't, Ray. There's no need.
Why? When we talked before the hearing, I thought that you intended to go the whole way with it.
My intention was to clear my name publicly. That's been done. I also intended for the world to know exactly what happened. That's going to be done. As far as vengeance goes, Ray, I don't take pleasure out of the idea of sending you to prison. Seems to me you've paid plenty already.
It hasn't been easy living with what I did.
No, it couldn't have been much fun watching what you built fall apart, right?
No. No, Frank, that's one of the things I've had to face. I did not create you. I provided support and I arranged publicity, but it all would have happened to you anyway.
Well, not for a long time. Sit down.
Thank you. Look, I mean this from the bottom of my heart. If there's ever anything I can do to help, any way that I can make up for the pain that I caused, please, all you've got to do is ask. You might decide to run for the Senate again.
I doubt it.
Oh, come on. You don't know what's going to happen. You're right. You are so right. Vengeance is so unsatisfactory. I felt so awful the instant I'd done it. Now, there's one thing that I'm very grateful for. Kim doesn't have me in her power anymore. She was blackmailing me. Did you know that?
She's a very complicated little girl, Ray.
Complicated and horrifying and ruthless. And I'm afraid it's mostly my fault. I've set her an appalling example.
Ray, there are some things you should know about Kimberly.
What else?
Have you spoken to her recently?
No, and I don't expect to.
She was arrested last night.
What?
Apparently she was in some downtown bar. It was rather cruddy, and there was a general sweep of hookers there. Kimberly was picked up by mistake.
But that's outrageous. They can't hold her. Didn't she have ID on her or
Her
something?
purse was ripped off. Actually, they let the other girls go, but they charged Kimberly with resisting arrest and assaulting an officer. She apparently hauled off and hit the one who charged her.
Oh, my... Oh, it is all happening. It is all happening exactly the way I warned her that it... You want to know something? There is a part of me that says let her stay in jail. Because she sure was willing to put me there.
She's already been sprung. Bobby and I took care of it.
Called her attorney, huh? Intelligent move.
No, actually, Seneca was the one who involved me.
Seneca?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. Of course, Seneca. Seneca's the whole point, isn't he? Dear heaven.
Well, if that is the case, then I guess Kimberly won this round. I offered to take her home, let Monty keep an eye on her, but next thing I knew, Seneca had taken over. They went home together.
Has she done it? After all that, has she actually managed to get him back?
The moments you long for.
Having sex would be a very fun sport.
They suck you in, then leave you stranded until Monday. The classic cliffhanger.
You need to hear this.
The Young and the Restless at 7. All My Children at 8. One Life to Live at 9. General Hospital at 10. And Days of Our Lives at 11. SoapNet's Cliffhanger Friday starting at 7. It's electrifying.
This summer, Walt Disney Pictures presents the return of Captain Jack. From producer Jerry Bruckheimer and director Gore Verbinski.
We have to find the chest of Davy Jones. What's in the chest?
Johnny Depp, Orlando Bloom, Keira Knightley.
I can't leave without Jack! Never mind, let's go!
Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
If you please, the key.
Now playing, rated PG-13.
Catch that!
No sweat!
When you sweat, mosquitoes just can't resist you. But Off Active is sweat resistant. It gives you proven off protection when you sweat. Protection against mosquitoes that may carry the West Nile virus. Sweat-resistant Off Active keeps bugs off, even when you sweat. S.C. Johnson, a family company.
It's the difference between smelling like a mom and smelling like a woman. Tide with Febreze Freshness washes out odors, leaving your clothes smelling fresh. After all, every mom is a woman, too. Tide knows fabric's best.
How would you like to get back the flawless, radiant look of the skin you were born with? Millions of women across the country have discovered the secret of the look and feel of beautiful, bare skin. And now you can go bare with Bare Minerals. Bare Essentials is celebrating its recent Glammy Award from Glamour magazine for readers' choice of favorite foundation, and celebrating you with this very special offer. Most makeup contains preservatives and fillers that clog pores, irritate your skin, and emphasize fine lines and wrinkles. But Bare Minerals is 100% pure and natural. It's the perfect foundation for even the most sensitive skin. Just swirl, tap, and buff away the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, redness, uneven skin tone, freckles, and blemishes. You'll receive 2 foundations in your choice of 4 skin tones. And your satisfaction is guaranteed. Try Bare Minerals for 60 days. If you're not happy for any reason, just send it back for a full refund of your purchase price.
Call 1-800-821-0645.
Hi, how you feeling?
Sad.
Because of me.
Yeah?
I'm sorry. I got Elizabeth settled into her hotel. She wanted to camp out on my couch. I told her no go. Not funny, huh? Ken will be back tomorrow, and I'll have enough money to send her back to the coast.
I don't care.
I hope you do. Elizabeth's a very demanding person. I've gotten to think of her as a lady vampire, except that she's not a lady. Unfortunately, she does have a legal right to my life's blood. I'm sorry she upset you.
It was not Elizabeth who upset me. It's not even the fact that you've been married and divorced. Who am I to complain about that? But you lied to me, and you did it just like that. I mean, that whole story about a wife who died pregnant in a plane crash, what was that about?
It's about keeping you, about caring for you. I guess I thought I had a better chance if you felt sorry for me. You've got a tender heart, Delia. I've seen it again and again.
You didn't have to lie.
It's hard for me to know that. You see, I did have to lie when I was a kid. Especially to the people who counted. And you count so very much. There were 7 of us, you see, 7 kids, 4 rooms, 5 floors up, a real crowd scene. My mother cooked and cleaned and looked after the babies during the day and worked at night. She handed out paper towels in a ladies' room.
Mine sold tokens in the subway.
The only time I could get her to look at me was when something dire happened. You know, when I was a little kid, I actually skinned my knees on purpose and made sure that there was plenty of blood running down before I ran inside to her. And later on, I told stories. The more outrageous, the better.
Didn't she know you were lying?
Sure, she got real mad. But I guess that was better than nothing. And then she usually tanned my hide, but I could always run to my sister for comfort. It was my sister Maggie that basically brought me up after Ma died. She was the only woman in my life for a very long time.
Until Elizabeth. And then Catherine. Barry, how can I know that anything you just told me is true? I mean, you make me feel very sorry for you, but...
I guess that's a fair question. Boy Who Cried Wolf was true. And I wasn't trying to get your sympathy. I was trying to explain. I lied to you like a little kid because it was so important not to lose you. Haven't you ever lied because something was so terribly important to you?
I used to.
Well, then maybe you can understand and try to forgive me.
I can, but how can I trust you? I mean, what else is a lie? You said that you loved me. Was that because you thought I wanted to hear that?
Because it's so. By my life. Delia, do you love me? Please, please, please don't tell me what you think I want to hear. Unless it's the truth.
I'm afraid I do.
Don't be afraid. If something's wrong, we can fix it. Anything can be fixed. Well, just look at us. Think how far we've come from where we started. How far we can go together.
I didn't want to love anybody again, and now I love you very much, and it scares me.
Lady, it's okay, I promise. We're gonna start all over again. The truth, the whole truth, etc.
No more lies?
Absolutely not. Unfortunately, I have to run now.
Where?
Oh, well, it's a business appointment. I'll see you in the morning. First thing.
Frank? Is it true?
It's true.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, you should have seen me today. I was listening to the news all day, waiting to hear something. And they kept droning on and on about the same old story. And then there was this gorgeous bulletin that said, Senator Frank Ryan of New York vindicated. His campaign manager admits he was responsible for the whole disgusting business.
Oh, what, did they say that?
Well, close enough. But what was so great about it, it was so obvious that you had nothing to do with it. I'm so happy for you.
Thank you, Faye.
What does Jill say about all this?
I haven't been able to reach her. She's, we keep missing each other. Every time I call, she's out. She called once and got Ma. Apparently, she has to stay in London another day.
Now? Oh, why?
I guess the negotiations for Mr. Jones aren't going as well as she expected.
Oh, of all times. She should be here. I mean, this night is a night where you should both go out, celebrate, dance, drink, and just have a grand old time.
Well, we will very, very soon. You know, in fact, why don't I give her a call now? That's okay. It'll only take...
Oh, well, then I'll
Don't leave. It'll only take a minute. It's very expensive, these things.
Amazing.
Yes, this is long-distance calling. Very long distance. Could you ring Miss Coleridge's room for me, please?
Yes?
Hello, my love.
Frank!
How's London? How are you?
London is lovely and I'm fine. Tell me all about it.
Well, didn't Ma?
Of course. But I want to hear it from the senator himself.
Well, the ex-senator is completely exonerated, and Mrs. Woodard is the nationally known guilty party.
And you're not pressing charges.
No, I don't want to. I know what Ray did hurt us both, but I can't demand vengeance. Not an eye for an eye. It just doesn't turn me on, not after Mary.
I understand. I want you to know I'm with you. We got what we wanted, and that's enough.
Terrific. So how's business? How's the lunatic treating you? He's giving you a hard time or what?
No. He's, strange but interesting.
What's the holdup?
Oh, just complications.
Well, I hope you're finding time to have some fun.
Some.
Good. Good. Enjoy yourself. Hurry home, and I love you.
I love you, too.
So, look, want to go out and have club soda and celebrate? You with me?
You're on.
I do love him.
I know you do.
At 5 o'clock, will you know where your children are? The kids from Beverly Hills are running wild.
Oh, wake up.
Catch 2 episodes of 90210 today starting at 5.
You've been in a car accident.
You don't understand. I have AIDS.
She is not dying. I'm not going to allow her.
The OR becomes a danger zone.
You cut yourself. Her blood is all over your hands.
You need to be tested immediately for HIV.
GH weekdays on ABC and weeknights on SoapNet.
Pine Valley deals with the aftermath of the doctor's death.
You don't think I murdered men. You think JR did it?
That's why you have to confess.
Watch this week's episodes of All My Children, Saturdays starting at 2 on SoapNet.
I've played a lot of stages over the years, but there's one I never get tired of that's set for a great time, day or night. Tennessee.
There's no end to the beauty, music, and adventure starring in Tennessee. For an unforgettable vacation or weekend getaway any time of the year, we've got the perfect stage for you.
Let's take it up a little bit, honey. There's all kinds of things to do in Tennessee, but next time, let's take the pink Cadillac.
Call or click for your free Tennessee vacation guide.
How do you make one of the South's top family vacation destinations even better? You start with the things you already know and love. And then add even more new adventures, new discoveries, and new ways to connect with the people you love. It's all in the new city built for family fun. The new Chattanooga.
If I told you that for the first time in America, there's an effective appetite-suppressant chewing gum, would you believe it? Well, believe it. Chudia is now available in chewing gum form without prescription. The original Chudia in the bright yellow box with no hard-to-swallow pills and no need to wash it down.
Chudia imitates the effects that glucose has on the brain, signaling that you're full even if you haven't had a bite. I strongly recommend Chudia in combination with exercise and a healthy diet for my patients.
I keep Chudia in my purse, in my car, everywhere I might need it.
It reduces my hunger fast and helps me eat right.
So don't waste another minute. Order your Chudia gum right now. For just $39.95, we'll send you a 1-month supply of Chudia.
And if you call within the next 15 minutes, we'll send you a second box free.
And we unconditionally guarantee your satisfaction. Here's how to order.
Call us at the number on your screen or visit us at chudiagum.com.
The all-new guide on DirecTV is here. Now with colorful sections geared to what you care about most. Sports, movies, and more. Get On DirecTV magazine for just $2.99 a month. That's 25% off the regular monthly price of $3.99. On DirecTV makes you the ultimate insider with all the buzz on your favorite shows, Hollywood stars, and the latest technologies. On DirecTV. Now just $2.99 a month for the first year. Order now by calling 1-866-591-5556.
Hi. You're home early, aren't you?
Bobby's closing up. I got a lot on my mind tonight.
Oh, I'm willing to listen.
Since when?
I don't know. I guess tonight I'm just feeling uncommonly generous.
Frank, what do you think about Barry Ryan?
Cousin Barry? Well, he seems like a nice enough guy. He certainly changed everyone's opinion about the Chicago branch. Can't say I don't know him that well, of course.
Well, I do. At least I thought I did. And I liked him a lot.
Past tense.
Well, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me. What is it about me that makes men lie to me? See, Barry and I have gotten closer than I ever intended. Everybody needs somebody, I guess. And I was trying to deny that, and Barry was so sweet, and he shared all the beautiful things about the Crystal Palace with me, and he seemed to really like the new me. Of course, he never knew the old one. And we have this wonderful adult relationship for the first time in my life. Excuse me, I mean,
No.
You know what I mean?
Don't mention it. Don't worry about it.
Then I found out that he lied to me about his past.
Sordid secrets?
He's been married before.
Well, Dee, you certainly can't hold that against him, right?
Oh, you mean I personally, me who has a ex-husband under every rock?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No, hey, don't worry about it.
Of course, it's not the divorce that bothers me. It's that he lied, and he told this whole romantic story about how his wife died in a plane crash, and then in she walks to Ryan's today, alive and kicking.
Well, I should hope so.
And asking for money, and that doesn't bother me either. It's that Barry says that he lied because he thinks that's what I needed to hear. So then I have to wonder, what else is he thinking I want to hear? What's real and what's true and what's made up for my benefit? It makes me very nervous.
That's understandable.
You don't think I'm being old ditzy Delia?
Dee, I think a certain amount of caution is definitely in order here.
Well, maybe it's just the idea of change. I've never been very good at that. Gone along, stayed married to Roger all this time, even if it was just legally. You know, he offered me a divorce. Kind of upsets me.
Do you know why?
Well, it was so sudden. He says all I have to do is ask.
Did he offer you the divorce in the context of Barry?
Yeah,
Dee, are you looking for advice?
I could listen.
Well, if I were you, I would move very slowly on this. I would take a good, long look at Barry. I would hang on to Roger, legally speaking, of course. Marriage is a very serious business.
The more I do it, the more I know that. Oh, Frank. Think I'll ever be happy?
Well, I think if anyone has a chance to, Dee, you do. Certainly, you've worked hardest at it.
I really have, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I guess the trouble is that I want it all. I want my career, my independence that I've worked so hard for, and I want somebody to share it with. And I want all the glamour and magic I can get.
Yay.
Well, maybe you can't have it all.
Maybe you can try.
You really are nicer than you used to be. I hope Jill deserves you.
I love Frank. And I love you, too.
Look, the next 24 hours is all we're sure of. I understand about Frank, but I do not want to share this time with him.
Next, seduction rules the bedroom and the boardroom on The Young and the Restless. Then it's All My Children, followed by One Life on SoapNet.
Need to watch Y&R at night and don't know where else to turn? No need to panic. Now you can get your Y&R fix 5 nights a week.
I'm gonna make you the happiest woman on the face of the earth.
Catch same-day episodes of Y&R. Coming up next on SoapNet.
What was last week's most explosive soap star moment?
Say hello to your new scene partners.
You're alive. Come here.
There's a reason they call this black magic. And now you both have a price to pay.
You be the judge. Go to soapnet.com to vote for your favorite scene and catch the next brand new episode of I Wanna Be a Soap Star. Tonight at 11, only on SoapNet.
ABC Monday. Grab a six-pack. Because you're spending the summer at One Ocean View.
An unbelievable summer.
One group of sexy singles will stay together.
Sweetness, where have you been in my life?
And play together.
I'm an opportunist.
You can't escape the heat.
You sit there and claim to like me, but you're sitting there with this attitude, and it's bull.
One Ocean View. New series premiere Monday, 10/9 Central, only on ABC.
With my credit, I never thought I'd qualify for a new computer. But with Blue Hippo, all I need is a home phone and a checking account, and approval is guaranteed.
We're talking to people who have discovered Blue Hippo Funding's Guaranteed Approval Program. It doesn't matter if you have bad credit or no credit because we don't check your credit. Your approval is guaranteed with just an active checking account.
I started my own home business, something I never could have done without a computer.
And if you call and order now, we'll include this ultra-thin 20-inch LCD TV complete with mounting brackets and speakers absolutely free. And we'll also include this color printer absolutely free. These accessories are free when you call and order now.
I don't know why anyone wouldn't take advantage of this. It's a great offer.
Mom, can I go on the computer now?
Just a minute.
This is your chance to get a brand new brand name computer from Blue Hippo, regardless of your credit. And by calling and ordering now, you'll receive this color printer and this 20-inch flat panel LCD TV for free. So call in the next 10 minutes.
This minute belongs to us. And the next, if we're lucky.
And the one after that?
Don't think about it. That's the trick. That way you experience now as it happens. Here we are, loving each other, holding each other, completely connected at this point in time, and everything else in our life is separate and away.
Yeah.
Do you have a cat?
No, of course I don't.
Well, I know you don't have a dog.
No, but the Ryans have a huge Irish wolf. Why?
Because dogs and cats know. Or rather, they don't know, which is more to the point. And I suppose other animals do or don't, too, but I haven't known many except dogs and cats.
You're not making any sense at all.
On the contrary, I make all kinds of sense. I make more sense than anyone you've ever met, probably. Oh. I had a cat once, and I learned a lot from him. He was a beautiful, regal-looking feline of fairly humble origins, but also very relaxed, laid back, serene.
Was he nervous as a cat?
Only when it was appropriate to the minute. I don't mean to imply that, that he was lazy. He could also be very vital and intense, but serenely so. When he was involved with a mouse, I lived in a loft then, and there were mice. Well, his energy was entirely on that mouse in that minute. And when he was relaxed, he was all peace. Now, this was at a time in my life when I was pretty uptight about a lot of things.
You?
Yeah, me. And I said to myself, what is this cat's secret? I mean, why is he never worried about anything? Have you ever known an anxious cat?
Never.
Right. Well, I finally figured it out. It hit me. The cat does not know there is going to be a next minute. His brain does not grasp the concept of future. Is he worried about tomorrow's mouse? Oh. Is he concerned about his mortality? He doesn't even know it's a problem. He lives thoroughly and wonderfully in the here and now. And from that minute on, I have tried to do the same.
You are thoroughly and wonderfully insane.
Aha, but rarely anxious.
I adore you.
That makes me very happy.
And I adore this moment. And I love the idea of experiencing everything as it happens. I mean, not having to waste time worrying about a future. You thank that cat for me. So, what do you want to do now?
Love you.
Good. And after that? Oh, wait a minute. Am I planning too far ahead?
No, some planning's okay. Sometimes you gotta buy tickets. What do you want to do?
I say, make the most of London tomorrow and then fly to Paris for dinner. Is that crazy? It just popped into my head.
It is sensational. No, wait a minute. I can't.
Why not?
Commitments.
Everything can be postponed. What would the cat say?
Yeah, well, he always had that advantage over me. Cats do not make appointments. There's something I got to take care of in New York.
What?
It is not an interesting thing, merely an important one.
Then why won't you tell me?
Because talking about tomorrow and any of its problems puts us in danger of losing this time. It's so fragile.